Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to Math Time with Mrs. Itis. Today we're going to review the story we heard yesterday, Big Pumpkin, and we are going to focus on the characters of our story today and the order that they came to try and pull the pumpkin off of the vine. So let's do a picture walk to review our story. So we know once there was a witch who wanted to make pumpkin pie, so she planted a pumpkin seed in her garden. That was the setting. Do you remember from yesterday? So she planted her seed and the pumpkin grew and grew and grew. And it was so big, she could not take it off of the vine by herself. So she pulled and she tugged and she pulled. So first we see the witch pulling and tugging. So the first character of our story is the witch. She came first, but she could not pull off that pumpkin. Then one of her friends came by, the ghost. So first we had the witch, and second we had the ghost coming by. 1, 2. All right, that ghost tried, but the ghost also was not able to help. Then a third friend came by. It was the vampire. So first we had the witch, then we had the ghost. Then came the vampire. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if you can remember the order, friends. Well, the vampire tried and tried and tried, but the vampire could not do it by himself. Then another friend came. It was the mummy. So the mummy was the fourth friend. First the witch, second the ghost, third the vampire, fourth the mummy. But the mummy tried and tried and tried, and even though the mummy was big, the mummy could not do it by herself. Then a little tiny friend came by. The bat was the fifth friend. First the witch, second the ghost, third the vampire, fourth the mummy, and fifth the bat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they all laughed and laughed and laughed because they figured, well, we're so big and we couldn't do it by ourselves. How is this itty bitty bat going to do it by herself? But the bat had a number 2 solve the problem idea. The bat said, let's work together. And here they are in order. The witch, the ghost, the vampire, the mummy, and then the bat. And finally, they worked together. They tugged that pumpkin off of the vine. It rolled and landed with a thud in front of the witch's house. The witch made pumpkin pie for everyone, and they had a Halloween party. What a cute story. So let's take a look, friends, at this picture. This picture helps me remember all of the characters of the story and the order in which they came. First the witch, second the ghost, third the vampire, fourth the mummy, and fifth the bat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's remember that, friends, because today we are going to do the Big Pumpkin page, and we are going to order the characters just like we saw them in the story. So, friends, I would like you to go ahead and write your name at the tippy top of your page with uppercase and lowercase letters, just like I am. And I am Mrs. Itis. Great job, friends. Write your name, uppercase and lowercase letters. And now, let's think about our characters. Let me bring down the picture again for you. All right, here we are. I know it's a little glary. Let me put my tape under here. Maybe that'll help again, a little bit. So first was the witch. So here on my page, I'm going to find the witch, and I'm going to put a number 1 because she came first. Then who came? The ghost. That's right, the ghost was number 2. So let's put number 2 in the box. Who came third? After the ghost came The vampire. That's right. So vampire is number 3. Who came after the vampire? The mummy. The mummy is number 4. And who came 5th? Who was the 5th friend? The wee bat. So let's put a number 5. Great job, friends. It's so important to use our pictures to help us remember the order of characters in a book. So now that we know the witch was 1st, the ghost was 2nd, the vampire was 3rd, the mummy was 4th, and the bat was 5th, we can put our characters in order for the story Big Pumpkin. Before we do that, let's add some details to our work, okay? So the witch had a green face. Let's put a little bit of green here for the witch. Some green on her face and her hands. Great job. Maybe on her hat too. And then the ghost is white. And the vampire had a little bit of red on the suit. I'm just going to trace this line with red. The mummy was also kind of white with bandages. And the little bat was brown. It was a little brown bat. There we go. Now our characters look more like they did in our story. All right, let's go ahead and get our scissors, friends. And just like with 10 Timid Ghosts, we're going to cut on the top line all the way across before we cut out our characters. So go ahead, get your scissors, and cut carefully on the dotted line, all the way across from the left to the right of your page. There we are. Now we're going to cut the big box around all of the characters first. Remember, if the video goes too fast for you in cutting, just push pause and catch up and then push play again. So we cut along the bottom of the line, just like this, and cut up the sides, turn your paper, cut across the top, just like this, all the way, and then you have your characters without the extra scraps getting in the way. All right, good job, friends. Now we need to take these characters apart so we can order them. So just snip along this vertical line in between each picture, and you will have your 5 characters in our story. All right, now we need to order them, friends. Let's order the characters as we saw them in the story. So we can use the numbers we wrote at the top to help us remember. So first came the witch, 2nd came the ghost, 3rd came the vampire, 4th came the mummy, and 5th came the bat. Say with me, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Excellent. Let's go ahead and put these characters in order. Let's glue them into their little boxes. So remember, just roll up your glue a little itty bitty bit. And which character will go in box number 1? The witch. That's right. Let's put a little dot in the center of the box, and then we can put our witch on top. So first was the witch. Who came second, friends? The ghost. That's right. Let's put a little dot in the center. And number 2 is the ghost. All right. Who came third? Yes, the vampire came third. Let's go ahead, put that little dot of glue, and glue our vampire in the box. Now, the line of the arrows goes this way. It makes like a curve. So find the number 4. The 4th character was the mummy. That's right, the mummy came 4th. And last but not least, who came 5th? The smart little bat who solved the problem. All work together. 5th. Excellent job, friends. Let's go ahead and color our big pumpkin with orange. Great job. adding to the details of our story. So when we look back at our page, we can remember the details of our story. You don't have to press hard, remember, friends? Don't press too hard. Your hand will get tired. But do try to do your best to do a wow color, coloring inside of the lines. Trying to get all of the white spaces colored in. Great job. And the vine, we remember, was green and twirly-whirly. So there's the top of the vine, and the leaves were green. Great job, friends. Let's review one more time before we finish, putting the characters in order that they came into the story. First was the witch. Second came the ghost. Third came the vampire. Fourth came the mummy. And fifth came the bat. I sure hope you had fun reviewing the big pumpkin and putting our characters in order. See you tomorrow, friends. Bye.